I'm pleased to be joined on Primetime Local News today by Troy Ruptash. Troy is a familiar name in this region, but today is joining us from sunny California. Troy, thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, this is such an exciting thing to discuss with you, Troy. I had a look at the trailer, haven't had a chance to see the movie yet, but They Who Surround Us is a project that seems like it's very passionate for you based on some of your history and your family history. Tell me a little bit about this project.
Yes, it's a very passionate project of mine. It began just 3 years ago, which really isn't that long in terms of getting a film made. I had heard about a competition by the Duplass brothers. They are Hollywood producers that encourage filmmakers to go back to their hometowns and make films in their hometowns, and specifically about underrepresented communities and cultures. So I have been wanting to, I've been acting for many years, but I've been wanting to tell my own stories. And this one, based on my Ukrainian ancestors and my research into my history, it felt like a perfect synchronicity in terms of shooting it in Vegreville and the Hometown Heroes competition. So it all came together really quickly.
Can you tell us a little bit about the storyline? I know that's complex and a lot of different elements to it, but can you kind of give us, I guess, the Coles Notes versions of it?
Sure, definitely. So Roman is a farmer living in Vegreville. It takes place in 1987. And the reason I said it in 1987 is because one of the main inspirations for the film is the research I did into my great uncle. We had thought he had died in Siberia in a camp. But through the research, I found out that he got out of Siberia and was a commander with the UPA, Ukrainian Partisan Army. So I wanted to focus on, and that was between 41 and 43. So in order for Roman to be an age that I could play him, we needed to set the present day in 1987. So at the beginning of the film, he loses his wife in a tragic accident. That happens right at the very beginning. And what happens is it triggers the trauma that occurred before he fled Ukraine as an 8-year-old boy. So it's the unraveling as the story goes on. You learn more about what happened to his wife in present day, as you also learn more about what happened to him as a boy and to his family in Ukraine.
When you were shooting this film, Troy, did you make use of some of the people in the community of Vegreville and a lot of people from this area?
Most definitely. This film would never have happened if it wasn't for the community in Vegreville and surrounding area. They are background performers in the film. They're in front of the camera, behind the camera. They helped out. People volunteered. People were hired to help out. It was a real community effort.
So what was it like for you to have to kind of do everything? I mean, you're acting, you're producing and directing, and how do you keep all that straight and, still go into a scene and be focused on what you need to do? Because looking at the trailer, there's some pretty heavy scenes in this movie.
Yes, it gets pretty intense, and a lot of coffee. And no, I think what it is I noticed from the moment I began this process, it began with me sitting around the kitchen table with my family, talking about something that I'm very passionate about, which is my history and our family's history. And right from the moment that began, I think when one is really passionate about something, there's like, just, at least for me, energy just comes from everywhere. And I had no problem like working 14-hour days and then coming back to the hotel and, planning the next day's shoot and directing and playing the lead and, working with the script. And, I had an amazing team around me too. I had a fantastic cinematographer and great production designers. And so it was a real collaborative effort. But I think, because I was so passionate about this, I've been telling other people's stories for so long. So to get to tell my own was such an honor.
So is this film out in theaters now, or how can people view it? Is there an on-demand or a streaming way they can see it? What's the best way to watch this?
Sure. Actually, this timing is perfect because we have been out in theaters in Canada, which is incredible. We've had a wonderful theatrical run. That is sort of winding down, but on October 12th, we'll be streaming across Canada on all the platforms. I mean, Apple TV, iTunes, Shaw, TELUS, everywhere. So you can just go to our website, theywhosurroundusmovie.com to find out. But October 12th, you'll be able to see it from the comfort of your home.
Well, that's fantastic, Troy. Congratulations on all this. And what are your plans now that you've done this? Are you involved in more projects, or are you taking a break for a bit?
No break. I'm busy promoting this one while I'm also writing. One thing I really want to do, and sort of my mission, is to bring more of the industry to Alberta, and specifically to Northern Alberta. My next project is actually set in Edmonton. It's a 7-season anthology series that starts in the 40s. And the first season is set in Edmonton, and then it goes throughout Canada. It deals with the persecution of the LGBTQ community. And so I'm very excited about that, and hope to be in production within, the next year or so.
Well, Troy, congratulations once again on everything. We look forward to seeing the new series, looking forward to seeing the movie. So much on the go, just fantastic. And once again, if you could just remind us of the website if people are looking for more information on the They Who Surround Us project.
Sure. If you go to theywhosurroundusmovie.com, you can stay up to date with when we'll be releasing on streaming platforms in Canada and everything else.
Thank you so much, Troy. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.